Today we're going to unbox and review the Smallrig half cage for our Sony FX3. And so it was packaged in a nice box, and inside the box we have this bag of accessories as well as the cage itself. So first we start off with this Allen key. Now this can be used to mount the NATO rail that's also included to the top of the camera. Then we also have this 15mm rod adapter should we need it, if we have a rod that's slightly smaller than the 15mm. And then we also have this small screw that's going to be used to attach the cage to the side of the camera body. Then we have this HDMI cable clamp, which is really great. It will help avoid the cable from being disconnected from the camera body. And then we also have the NATO rail that we just spoke about. Now what's good about this NATO rail is the screws that are included will replace the screws that are used to mount the native handle, the native top handle of the Sony FX3, just in case you wanted to use another handle. So as we open up the cage itself, we have the Smallrig logo for branding. Now we know we have the official brand. It's built well, solid aluminum. On the bottom we have this screw that's going to be used to mount the cage to the bottom of the camera, and then we have this attached or included screwdriver just to assist with that. We also have some threads on the bottom in case we wanted to hook it up to a base plate, and then we have the cutout for the battery, which is very nice design so that the battery can flawlessly be inserted inside the camera. Then on the side we have, once again, made for the Sony FX3. Then we also have these threads here for mounting options. One of them will be used to screw in the cage to the side of the camera body with that little screw that we had. And then we have some additional 1/4 inch and 3/8 inch threads. And so we also have this thread here that's going to be used to secure our HDMI cable. And then looking at the top, we have a cold shoe mount that can be used for a microphone or a sound device of some sort. And then we also have a screw here, and that's going to be for the hole for the 15mm rod adapter to adjust tightness. So all you need to do to secure the camera to the cage is just make sure that all of the ports on the camera are in alignment with the cage. You're going to take this screwdriver, use this to screw in this screw to the base of the camera, and as you can see, it's already pretty secure. We also have perfect clearance for the battery compartment. There's no obstructions whatsoever. You can easily insert a battery. And so the next thing we're going to do, just for extra security, is secure this smaller screw to the side of the cage going into the side of the camera. And now once this is done, the next thing you're going to do is take your HDMI cable clamp and you're going to use it to screw in right here on the front thread here. And once that's secure, you just make sure that you have perfect alignment with the HDMI door. And as you can see, it's fully accessible. No need to even remove the door. Now the next thing we're going to do is secure this NATO rail to the camera body. But we're going to be using another top handle aside from the native handle that came with our Sony FX3, because we're not going to be using audio. So what I'm going to want to do is secure this top handle onto the NATO rail before I actually mount it onto the camera body, just so I can have clearance when mounting my top handle. So now all we need to do is mount our camera lens. We're using the Sony G Master 24 1.4mm lens. So now that we have this in place, what we'll use is this 15mm rod and insert that into the rod clamp, and we're going to mount our field world monitor with this rod monitor mount. And as you can see, everything looks really nice, professional. Of course, the possibilities are endless as far as different configurations using this camera cage, but on a scale of 1 to 5, we're going to rate this a feature 5. I just like the flexibility of this cage, and I think it's a great solution that a lot of you should consider.